All right, today is May 31, and we're feeding Kitty Iams. It's proactive, not that much. Now I'm gonna head out and drop food at your doorstep. And welcome to the Please Subscribe show. All right, we're at 178,320 miles. We are at 91 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's May 31, 2023. Welcome to the Please Subscribe show. So no hike today. I'm resting my ACL. Should be fine tomorrow. I have increased the hike to 5.5 miles and about a 2-hour duration or so. So not like super fast, but in the heat, you have to kind of be careful. Anyway, we're headed central, pick up a little, I guess it's going to be like a late lunch. Then we'll be going by Hilton Garden Inn and polishing off that lunch and head out to your doorstep to drop off some food. Food for Friday. All right, well, in 1921, a person was born named Ian Fay Jones. And he was an apprentice of Frank Lloyd Wright. He decided to build a chapel known as Marty Leonard Chapel. It's a community chapel and a wedding chapel. And it's right here in the one and only Chapel Hill Square in Fort Worth, Texas. A beautiful chapel. Probably one of the, I'd say one of the most great chapels around. You got to go inside this chapel. They've got cats outside of it, and Linda and I played piano there. So they have a beautiful piano, beautiful chapel. Check it out. Come to Fort Worth. I'll do a side view like I usually do. Oh, and then while you're there, there's an artist known as Angela Mia. She erected these bronze statues all around Chapel Hill. They're known as, well, they get up on February 17th. They're bronze. So it's bronze statues. And she's online. She's real popular. She's a sculptor, a famous sculptor. Her stuff is right here at Chapel Hill. She's got 4 of them. So check them out. The man with the hat. There's a slave girl that's running. And then there's the grandpa reading to the 2 kids. I wonder if she'll erect another one. But there might be another one around here by the chapel. I'll have to look around. But we're going to get lunch. So I don't know for sure if I'm going to go to Garden Hill, try to upload the rest of the show, or just swing by Apple and just upload it really quick. We'll probably just go by the Hilton Garden Inn. Their upload speed's actually pretty decent. Pick up our salad and take off. Last time I didn't really use this salad dressing, so it's kind of dry. So these can get kind of the crunch right on, especially like vitamin C kind of stuff. This is like cucumbers. These are pretty good, but I'm gonna go get the others. Olives are a little bit better. These are really good for you right here. Probably just like a whole lot, so a bit of chicken. I don't recognize the song, so just got enough chicken right here. A little bit of ham. I think what we're gonna do on this one is go with 2 eggs on that one. So, a little bit of this. Maybe one of these right here. Probably just go with one of those. It's getting kind of weird. There. And on the dressing, we're definitely going to go with salt, make just a little bit of it. Last time it felt a little dry. Definitely some of this stuff right here. A bit more than usual. More of that. And the good stuff right here. There we go. Here.
These are the Yeehaw dill pickles. Feel free to take that cup with you.
These are hot. Hey, did you know that Christopher Marlowe was killed over a pickle?
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't really know who that is, but...
Christopher Marlowe was a spy, but he was one of our great playwrights. Yeah, he was killed over a dill pickle in the eye. He was stabbed in the eye with a knife. He knew William Shakespeare, and he wrote Dr. Faustus. And he was holding a dill pickle.
On the knife.
No, the knife went into his eye, killed him. Yes, Christopher Marlowe was a spy, and he knew William Shakespeare. Excuse me, ma'am. Sorry about that. Excuse me, sir. The actuality is, it was a sweet pickle. I may have said dill pickle, but it was sweet. That's how they did it. They went to reach for the sweet pickle, and boom, knife in the eye. Christopher Marlowe, who wrote Faustus, was pretty much kind of assassinated. He also was a spy for, well, we'll get into that later, but he spied on a special empire. They didn't like it very much. But William Shakespeare did know him. William Shakespeare was friends with him, and they were both playwrights. Although William Shakespeare was far more popular. Marlowe had some trouble selling his stuff, but Faustus is good. I've done some of it. I did it at the Actor Studio Drama School, New School University, back whenever I was in New York City. We call this the Red Bricks. That's because it's Camp Bowie. Right here is a patriotic salute to a country that needs to be restructured. Anyway, there's the Camp Bowie Red Brick Road. About this beautiful world is you have to cross the road many times. And as a squirrel, and you'll have to read my squirrel story. It starts off with Nutty the squirrel. He's being scraped off the road in Mid-Cities Boulevard. And the squirrels that scrape him off the road are known as Timmy, Johnny, and Lucy. And they give him a proper burial by an oak tree. And that's the first one. The second one, of course, Timmy, Lucy, and Johnny escape. Well, the peanut farm is being torn down. You have to read the story. And they have to go to another zip code. They travel by train by a hobo squirrel named Chuck. And it all starts with a squirrel being scraped off the road. But I just was reminded, read my children's story, Mid-Cities Boulevard Squirrels and East Mid-City Boulevard Squirrels. Soon I'll be writing West, which includes Walt Disney Worlds and maybe even Disneyland. Going California, they try to go west, and they end up in Florida. But anyway. On the waterfront. You got to see On the Waterfront with Marlon Brando. I'm doing Carl Malden. Well, I have good news. Right now, I'm trying to limit my soda, and it's usually a diet soda, to 1 per day. So this is actually tea. It's mint tea. It tastes okay. But I'm having about this much salad, which I'm assuming I'm probably going to put down for about 1,200, because I got the little chunks of chicken and a couple of ham chunks and some salami chunks. So we're going to put it down for about 1,200 calories, as opposed to the Jason's Deli, which was 1,030. So we're increasing it a little bit, but not a whole lot. And hopefully that'll cut down on snacking during the day, and we can limit our calorie intake to just 1,200. So we'll see. So I'm assuming the eggs alone, which are 2 eggs, are probably about 100 calories to 120 calories. If I de-yolk them, probably maybe 80 calories for both. Olives are probably going to be around 50 to 100. Got the salami chunks, which will be another 100. Then we have these things here, which bring it up to about maybe 50 or so. So we're dealing with, I don't know, with all this other stuff in there. My spoon. We got the white mushrooms, the black olives. Then we also have right here, which is basically, this is a purple onion. And then way down here at the bottom, we have this stuff right here, which is like a couscous, which they actually stopped, a lot of places stopped Jason's Deli for serving this. This is a Central Market salad, so it's not Jason's Deli. And then this is pineapple right here too, with a little bit of olive on it. Surprisingly enough, it's pretty good. More of the couscous. And then I got a little bit of croutons. Another thing that I have to consider is the zest crackers, because I'm gonna have to find out what each cracker is per calorie. I'm gonna go do that right now. If you have a whole sleeve of crackers, which I don't know how many that is, it's 484 calories for a whole sleeve of crackers. So I just found out each one of these crackers are 200 calories. Should be in here. They actually should put these calorie counts on the crackers. This is probably what's getting me right here, are the crackers. But it doesn't say. It's hard to believe that this would be 200 calories. If that's the case, I have to limit this big time. I did not know that. This would definitely stop if you ate too many of these. So this alone right here would be 2, 4, 6, and 800 calories right here. So that's an incredible amount. That's what I'm going by. So I'm gonna have to limit these to probably no more than 4 to 5 packets per salad visit. Probably wasn't counting the crackers, or what I was doing with the crackers was I was probably just not even counting them. And that'll make a big difference. Go back. We're gonna have to cut those crackers. Probably no more than maybe like 2 or 3. If we do that and we stick to this, we'll be in good shape probably by September. So I found out each zest cracker is about 42 calories. So together it's 84 calories. So roughly about 100 calories per cracker. So you don't want to have more than 5 packets of these if you're dieting. About 4 packets or so.
Absolutely. Actually, when you look at the storm surge, obviously flooding and storm surge combined takes up the majority, but it is the flooding and again the after the storm that causes a lot of trouble. Wind, I think what people fear the most, because that's of course what gets us our category, only accounting for about 12% of all fatalities.
We really do all need to learn to be a little more afraid of.
All right, we're back at Apple and look around a little bit. Oh, I've never really seen this arcade thing before. I don't know exactly what they're advertising. Play some type of game or something. I wonder why they're advertising Sony with Apple. Look at me, I'm a baby. Look at me, I'm just a little kid. Seen these right here, Evo Clear. It's like Tech 21. This looks kind of interesting. It's ultra thin, lightweight, anti-yellowing. Huh, no yellow. Its high performance impact material protects from drops. I don't think it's an Apple product, but it is interesting. It's almost like an otter kind of thing, a covering, if you would have it for the iPads. Maybe even a laptop too. I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. It's basically a hard shell called Evo. Pretty cool. Very lightweight though. It is interesting though, it's Evo, I haven't heard of it. Right here, I didn't see this right here. This is an in case, which is a compact sleeve. It's got a little zipper right there. All right, this is something. Oh, this is for the watch. This is an Apple product right here. It must be for the wrist. And if these puppies get cameras, I'm definitely gonna look into these types of, this is just for the wrist though. Actually looks like an Apple product. It says for iPhone. It's called a StillSir, but it says Mac on it. So I'm just wondering if this is a controller made by Mac or if it's a controller made by something called Nimbus. Probably Nimbus. But it looks very similar to the PS3 and it holds the, probably for gaming on your phone, which is pretty interesting. Gaming on the go. You can see the power part right here. Definitely cool. It's a different type of camera. I don't know if it's better or worse. It's just at a diagonal this way, as opposed to side by side. About the same GB. Just seeing if I see anything different. This might be an improvement, hopefully. And if we go back and turn that off, we'll look at it here. half a day. Most of the apps are not on it. It's interesting.
We also have, yeah, and we have extended gloss. Yeah. What goes on with extended gloss? Well, to have tested gloss, you have to read it in terms. You have to be using Find My Phone, and Find My Phone has to be turned on as we turn it to.
See, I'm planning on going to Los Angeles. And I want the best protection I can.
I got you.
Because Los Angeles is a tough town, right? It's a very tough town.
The cool thing about that is, yeah, so
if I said like West Hollywood or something, and some crazy person, whatever, I don't know what could possibly happen there. I'm concerned with getting the best protection. Either if it's coming from the right or if it's coming from the left. When it comes to that, I don't know my store to find out what they offer. Right? What do you guys offer?
yeah. So I don't sell phones personally, so I don't know all those answers.
You know, you can decide on some person that would know.
Well, if you hang out at phone table, you will get the topic.
I'll do that.
My name's Ryan.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I will hang out
The
with
cool thing with Apple Care, you know, you're in LA, sometimes your phone can go to the store.
That's true.
They can help.
And I was wondering, like, with your loss of that, if you got one, and when someone stole it, you think it's at least work other places?
I don't know exactly how that works. Yeah, either help find it or
Because I know the police won't.
you may
I
have
talked to a police officer, and they said they don't go and search for them.
yeah, but you know, obviously if you didn't have it, you were missing a phone.
Right.
Make a call.
I know.
We do have phones here in the store. We customer we bring out the customer to call because you may have to call our number of support.
So what is that? Like your call it Apple Care, right?
Yeah, Apple Care.
So what would they
There's
cover?
2 forms of Apple Care for insurance damage, and then the other is loss of theft.
Awesome. So what would that cover?
Well, it covers loss of theft.
So if someone stole it, you could go into the store or replace it.
Not sure how that works.
I'll probably ask them. All right, thank you so much. So they look a little different. Here's their heart, and you get all the blood pressure, all this information. I don't know how they would get that though, but they have it right here. And then cardio, fitness, things like that. I'm trying to figure out, you can see this body measurement right here. Cycle tracking, activity is probably what I was looking at, yep. They can go by exercise minutes, resting energy. Here's steps right here. So it's kind of showing you what it is daily, what it is weekly, monthly, 6 months, and then up to a year. That'd probably be a daily average, which I think is really cool, because I don't know if mine does that. I'll have to check to see if it does a daily average. I was talking to one guy about hotspots, and I'm trying to figure out if Apple sets up your hotspots or your cellular provider. That's also a really big important thing. If I switch over using only Apple and then have them connect to my cellular provider rather than me do it myself, or well, I couldn't do it myself. Well, I could, but I mean, I'd have to go buy a cellular store to do the compare and contrast, and I have to go buy like probably maybe a Verizon or something similar to see what they recommend. But I'm doing my own research here first as much as I can. And I don't see any. You have to actually get it connected for that to say personal hotspot. Just on this puppy right here. It's on a 30-second lock, so we're going to do a countdown. We're at about 7 seconds now, but I don't know if I'm too close to it for it to understand the lock. So I'm kind of stepping back a little bit, and we're at about 17 seconds about right now. Last time it went off at about 32 seconds. I mean, it went into screen lock. We're at about 24 seconds. Yep. Went a little early that time. Try it again. See if it's 30 seconds. Now we're at about 2 seconds now. Now about 7 seconds. 10 seconds. Going into about 14 seconds. We're going to move into about 19 seconds. About 22 seconds right there. 25 seconds. 27 seconds. 28, and we're going to go ahead and lock it down about 32 seconds. So went over a little bit more than 30 seconds, about 32 seconds. I did see that was a little bit different on my iPhone 11. This is I don't know what this is really. I'll have to look under. Anyway, exposure notification. So it notifies COVID-19 cases, which I think is pretty cool. Health is down here, so we'll go over health details. You've got a medical ID, health details, and you can even search for health stuff on Siri. You got your wallet, Apple Pay, all this stuff. I'm trying to see one more thing. Oh, they have their own little CarPlay right here. I've never seen picture-in-picture. This is iPhone storage. It's a lot of room right there. You can even manipulate your keyboard. So I think you can do that on iPhone 11 too. But it does have features that the iPhone 11 doesn't. That's what I was looking for, to see what it is. It'd probably say general and about. iPhone 13. This is the 13. Still pretty good phone. iPhone 14 is the one that's the leader right now. It's interesting right here, if you buy an accessory right from your iPhone, so I guess you can just, buy one of these things, which can help you with your iPad's a Magic Keyboard, or you can get the iPad Watch, whatever. You just point right here. It's pretty cool. I don't know if I can talk to someone about that, but you can actually just buy it there. Apple TV, which I still, sometime in the future, want to get a hold of. It looks like a very entertaining. Probably at the height of my career, I'll have this and celebrate right here. But I'm really looking forward to getting it. But the killers of the Flower Moon will be shown by using this device. It'll also be shown in the movie theaters, which I may go, or I may just get it on Google, because I buy a lot of stuff on YouTube. But this is a pretty interesting little thing right here. See if it has any kind of color. You can see it kind of moving here. It's pretty lightweight. It's like still. And it has a thing you can speak in right here. Because you can actually get an Apple TV. That's the Siri going off right here. You like speak into it. This is almost like a video game, watching television. I think this is actually on video game right now, which is interesting. Let's see if we can get it to turn on to television. I don't know if they have it. So they only have it on video game. But anyway, you can actually play video games in this thing. That's this button right here. And then you've got options. This is like tons of information. Here we go. You have podcast here if you want to listen to. I just want to touch on that right there. I haven't really downloaded my Apple podcast for a while. I have a group of I can't think of their names right now, but they do movie reviews. The two guys. One guy has like a child. He's always talking about his kid. They're kind of like the Roger and Ebert of nowadays. This is the okay. This is not what I'm looking for. Let's see. So you can download your apps here, which is Play Store, or I think they call it Play Store, Apple Store. That's right. That's right. I'm getting Google mixed up. That's Apple Store. Sorry, that was blasphemy at point. Oh, there he is, right there. I met him. It's Taylor Sheridan's friend, Kevin Costner. Still going at it. All right, there it is. That's what I'm looking at right here. So you have your Apple Podcast. I'm gonna see if I can find them. They're movie review guys. They're called Film Spotting. Film Spotting's like, they do all type of movie reviews. There are two of them, two guys that do it. One guy has kids, so he talks about his kids like nonstop. Then they do like these movie reviews of current day movies. They're not getting anything out of that. So anyway, but I don't know if they have it. But it'd be cool because you're at home. You could just listen to the podcast while you're doing sit-ups or whatever it is that you do. And then going back to TV. So this button is for TV only. And this is what you would choose. Probably, I'm seeing how you would choose it though. Probably play maybe? Maybe the center button. Yeah, center button. This button right here. Someone left a rag right here. Kind of move that out of this shot. I'm real anal retentive about my placements of my shots. Let's see. And then, anyway, it works with PlayStation, so I don't know how it does that. Obviously doesn't have the Apple thing. Let's see. You can get a first generation for like $20. Right, so there's the AppleCare theft and loss. AppleCare theft and loss. And then you pay $150 and they send it to you. Where's the $150 at?
Oh, we got to scroll down.
Okay, you're scrolling down this way.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, I see it. So does it say the like $150, like the $150 or whatever?
Yeah, I got to keep scrolling. But
I'm sorry.
I got it.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
Okay. I see. Okay, this is some information here. Somewhere in there, it's going to give that.
Yeah, you ain't got to.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Sorry about that. Yeah. 24 months. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Apple. You're in Apple, and you want to get AppleCare. This is how it works, according to this associate. Let's say that your phone gets stolen or lost. You have to get in touch with Chat Care online. They can help you do it at an Apple store. Once you do that, they'll ask for $150 as long as you have AppleCare. Then they're going to mail you the phone, or they'll express it to you if you pay, I guess, additional express fee. I don't know if the additional express fee is free, but they can overnight you a new phone. But it's $150 to pay for that loss. Now they do hit your account for the full amount of the phone, but it's only for until you receive the phone. So that's AppleCare. I'm going to talk to Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile too, to see what they do on stolen or lost devices. Because if I go to LA or Hollywood, I'm definitely going to have that fully protected 100%. Especially when I walk down the Avenue Star and you know what I'm saying? Hey, I know Adam the Woo. They're like, we don't care. But I know Jordan the Lion. We don't care. Okay, I went to the actor studio. Oh, you're Mafia? Not really, it's just Al Pacino. They just pretend like they're Mafia. They're not really Mafia. That I always do reviews on movies they're showing for free on YouTube. And you can always buy a movie on YouTube. You can rent a movie on YouTube. And I always do this. So I went ahead and rewatched Gods and Monsters. I'm going to get information on the director. They're two great actors. Sir Ian McKellen, who I have met. He goes by Ian McKellen in the filming of Gods and Monsters, with the rewards giving out on this film, accolades. Brendan Fraser at like his very best. He was very, very good. I don't know if he won, but I'm going to check out the information on Gods and Monsters and start kind of reviewing it along the way. I kind of do movie reviews along the way. I get information, I talk about it. I saw it last night, was blown away. It's masterpiece level. The only critique I have is, of course, like all my movies, is music. That's usually my only big critique. But believe it or not, this one the music is halfway decent. Although I think if they changed the music a little bit, it would have been a little less gushy. But the performances are heightened amazing. It's very real behavior between Ian McKellen and Brendan Fraser. Their demeanors and the way they communicate with one another is very genuine. And it does have to do with a homosexual director in Hollywood, played by Ian McKellen, who was a founder of one of the Frankenstein horror films, one of the monster horror films in Hollywood. And his name is like, he has a weird name in it. Yes, it's very strange. The director's name is named Well, James Well or something like that, something of that nature. And Brendan Fraser plays kind of like this. I think he's a United States Marine Corps or was a past United States Marine Corps guy that does like lawn work. It's kind of a almost becomes kind of like a Mel Hustler kind of guy. And the director, all he wants to do in it is painting. He's gotten out of the movie business and he just loves to paint, and he has money because he developed Frankenstein basically. Yeah, pretty good. Definitely check it out. It's a little racy. It's not a complete gay film, I wouldn't say, because I've seen some of those when I was younger. We saw all different types of genre: mafia films, Western films, gay films, indie films, black exploitation films, white exploitation films. You know, we saw all the films. You know, My Own Private Idaho, all that kind of stuff. Which I don't even really know if I consider My Own Private Idaho a complete gay film. You know. Because the reason why I don't consider Gods and Monsters a complete like gay film is because Ian McKellen's character is seen as kind of an injured or mentally unstable character, which is very stereotypical in Hollywood for like a gay director to be mentally unstable and all over the place. Well, this character is so mentally unstable and stuff that he ends up drowning in his pool. It's got a tragic quality to it. Of course, Brendan Fraser's character is very believable. And I think Ian McKellen's character, James Well, I guess is the character he's playing, they did choose kind of the stereotypical nutty kind of Jonathan Demme, crazy monster gay guy that is to be feared, you know, that kind of thing. And it's interesting. It's an interesting thing. It's called Gods and Monsters because in this case, one of them is a god and one of them is a monster. And you have to try to figure out which one is which throughout the film. And because of the haircut of Brendan Fraser, you see him as kind of the monster. And really, it's kind of the other way around. It flip-flops on who's the god and who is the monster.